Brad Tavares fights Gregory Rodrigues this Saturday, and in this video, I'm going to explain why I'm taking him at plus 200. But first, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more UFC content and fight predictions. Now let's get into it, guys. Brad Tavares has been fighting in the UFC for 14 years and has 23 fights versus some of the best fighters in the middleweight division. He won 5 rounds with Israel Adesanya and lost a very close fight versus Dricus du Plessis. He did get rocked multiple times in that first round. He rocked Dricus multiple times in that first round, got outworked in the second, but had a solid third round versus the ex-champion, although he obviously did lose. Tavares is going to have a big experience advantage heading into this fight because Rodrigues only has 7 UFC fights and mostly against weaker competition. He's also going to hold the technical striking advantage because he has very good, tight, fundamental Muay Thai style that's allowed him to be one of the most durable fighters in the division. Although he doesn't hold a ton of power in his hands, he makes up for it with his experience, speed, and pop on his punches, calf kicks, body kicks, and has a really good high kick. But we've seen him struggle versus aggressive fighters like Bruno Silva, Dricus, Edmund Shabazian, because he tends to lean his head back when trying to evade strikes and gets clipped often versus fighters who tend to follow up on their shots just like Dricus. And that can definitely be a problem in this fight because when Rodrigues throws, he throws hard and follows up his shots to try and hurt his opponents. I believe this is a step up in competition for Rodrigues though, so I don't think it makes any sense that he's a minus 245 favorite. That is way off. Who agrees with me? I think it should be closer to even money or possibly Rodrigues being a small favorite just because he's coming off more of a dominant victory over Denis Tiolilin. But Tavares looked really good versus Weidman. He doesn't look like he's slowing down at all. And yes, he did get TKO'd by Bruno Silva, which is a bad loss. Bruno Silva has not looked good lately, but I don't think it's fair to judge him off that one fight. He's never lost 3 fights in a row as a professional fighter, and that is a big reason why I think this line is inflated. Don't get me wrong, Gregory Rodrigues is extremely tough and scary. He fights best when he makes it dirty and makes it a brawl, where he can use his power to overwhelm his opponents. But he leaves his head open and has a bad habit of ducking when going for takedowns, and has paid for it multiple times, eating knees from Armin Petrosian, or once versus Chidi Joe Kuani. Another time versus Bruno Ferreira, right? He got knocked out versus him. And I do believe that Tavares is going to have the advantage on the feet because of his speed advantage, and he also has some of the best takedown defense ever in the history of MMA. I would be extremely impressed if Rodrigues' strength, if he can run over Tavares in this fight. But I just don't think that's likely given the competition both fighters have faced. Like I said, Brad Tavares has been in there with the best, and Rodrigues, I think in order for him to win, he's going to have to take some major chances to try and hurt Tavares. Whereas Tavares just has to keep it on the feet, fight his fight, and avoid the takedowns. Rodrigues will have the power advantage, but I think Tavares is good enough and it's hard enough to be able to use his technique in order to keep him off him. So I think this fight favors Tavares, which is why I'm taking him at plus 200 and possibly by decision depending on the line. And guys, remember, although Rodrigues has won in more impressive fashions lately, he hasn't fought the competition that Tavares has. But let me know what you guys think, who you're taking in the comment section and why, and who else here thinks that minus 245 in favor of Rodrigues is crazy too. But that is my prediction for Brad Tavares versus Gregory Rodrigues. If you guys like this video, hit that like and subscribe button for more UFC content and fight predictions. And until the next video, peace out, you guys.